Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Cały i zapraszam na kolejną część przygód w grze Final Fantasy XVI. Zgodnie z sugestią gry wracamy do kryjówki, no gdzie mieliśmy jeszcze przyjaciół, przynajmniej żywych przyjaciół, to im pomogliśmy i nic więcej chyba nie zrobimy. Zobaczmy, co tutaj słychać. Nowe pismo. To zawsze tak groźnie brzmi. Clive. Co widzieliśmy? Walenia? O, właśnie, punkty sławy odebrać.
How may I help you today, Clive?
No powiedz, co tu masz za 905, 1500 punktów zdolności. No właśnie, na tym nam zależało. Ludzie Hugo zniknęli, a wraz z nimi strach z naszych serc. Targowiska po raz kolejny rozbrzmią radością i zabawą. I to tobie jesteśmy winni za to dzięki. No spoko. Czyli jakby co to niebo, to nie nasza sprawka. No dobrze, ten datek będzie dostępny później. Bursztyn. No ten talizman jest niezwykle ciekawy, co się za nim kryje. No zobaczymy, jak będziemy mieli chwilę, to może na jakiegoś większego stwora skoczymy?
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So,
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
To brzmi jak dobry moment, w którym moglibyśmy pójść zapolować na najgorsze potwory, tak?
Tyre's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
Co tu mamy? Ło kurcze. Dużo wiedzy. Porozmawiajmy o kontynencie. Jeszcze trochę niebieskich, zielonych wykrzykników. Ale słuchaj, Joshua, tak między nami. Jak dziewczyna ci mówi, idź do łóżka, to idź do
My
łóżka.
attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome.
No.
I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Taja, próbowaliśmy go
You
przekonać.
know how I feel about this. But your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
No cóż. No cóż, czy po ojcu to już chyba nie sprawdzimy, czy gdzieś jeszcze... O, już... Jak my mamy robić te misje poboczne? W dziwnym momencie nam one wyskoczyły. Chyba jeszcze nie możemy skoczyć jako tako na poboczne kwestie, no bo... Kurczę, zainteresowali mnie. I jak to by miało działać? Że co, idziemy i nie możemy odwiedzić żadnej części świata, to wszelkie misje tu by miały miejsce na miejscu? Zobaczmy, myślę, że to Charon. Czego wam trzeba? Jak mamy to zrealizować?
Blasted book.
Tylko zobaczmy, cóż nowego w orkiestronie doszło. Zmierzch, zaćmienie? Nie, niekoniecznie, to chyba nie jest nowość. O, tam widziałem, pioch i kamień. Dobra, czyli no standardowo, to co gdzieś już wcześniej słyszeliśmy, to tutaj działa. To wracamy do tego. Jak te misje wasze, szefowo?
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook we'll be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, all right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Super układ. Świat się wali, ale to problemy w kuchni są. Okej.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Hippocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Ciekawe, znaczy do tego starego pryka jeszcze możemy iść, szczególnie, że on też chyba miał misję dla nas, ale wciąż nie, a nie on ma misję dla nas, wciąż nie mamy odpowiedzi, czy będzie trzeba ganiać za tymi misjami na całym otwartym świecie. Prawdopodobnie tak, więc sobie zostawimy te poboczne może na kolejne spotkanie.
Lawsman Hippocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valencia, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Saint-Brecois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Saint-Brecois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Zdecydowanie. A to brzmi trochę tak, jakbyśmy nie mogli się tam wybrać. Jeszcze spójrzmy na mapę. No nie ma. I co, zakaz? Serio? Nic? Więc lecimy z powrotem. Wracamy, znaczy, do misji głównej i echa Crossjitów. Albo Crossjitów. Jakoś tak. Płaszcz i sztylet. A my? To kto?
It's
No
like a
dobra,
dream.
ekipo.
The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Ciekawa sprawa, w pobliżu jest... A, no to będziemy szli. Co najlepsze, teraz już wiem, to nie jest, no właśnie, Dalmil. To są te okolice, gdzie próbowałem znaleźć tego jednego z wielkich potworów tutaj na pustyni, więc sprawa się nieco wyjaśniła, jak to wygląda, jak tu można było trafić. No to jesteśmy razem i chyba ta misja poboczna Zła Krew gdzieś nam jeszcze wskoczy tu po drodze, ale może doszło coś nowego, to widzieliśmy, tego nie widzieliśmy. Prymogeneza, zaklęcie rzucone przez Ultimy, które zasnęło niebo nad całą Walisteją nienaturalnymi chmurami. Zaburzenia eteru nie tylko osłabiły moc kryształów i magii na ziemiach, które pozostały zdatne do życia, lecz także wypełniły pozostałe jego świecącymi, zniewolonymi i eterowymi powodziami, które zmieniły ludzi i bestie w bezmyślne, bezlitosne akasze. Okej, no to już teraz przynajmniej wiemy, o co chodzi z tą pogodą dokładnie. Dlaczego tak to wygląda? Joshua, dominant Feniksa i dawny dziedzic książęcego tronu. Choć już wiele lat temu ścieżki jego i Clive'a powiodły ich w inne strony, bracia w końcu spotkali się pośród ruin kryształowego dominium. Dalej mamy niewytłumaczone, dlaczego nie mogli się spotkać trochę szybciej. Starożytna osada w centralnej części południowej Dalmeki, która sprawia wrażenie uczepionej dominujących w krajobrazie regionu klifów. Bliskość wolnych miast Canveru zapewnia taborowi rynek zbytu na wytwarzane w nim wysokiej jakości skóry, a także na wydobywaną z podziemi sól i inne materiały. Jednak długa historia izolacji miasta odmieniła serce jego mieszkańców, przez co do dziś wielu z nich pozostaje niechętna przybyszom. No dobrze, to zobaczmy, jak ta ich niechęć wygląda. Ach, dziki, zostawimy was w spokoju. Możemy? To ciekawe. Bracie, pamiętasz tego białego ptaka? Macie też swoje? O, ty masz. A myślałem, że brat na piechotę. To by było piękne, jak jedyny chorowity to w całej ekipie i cyk, z buta leci. Dla zdrowia, dla zdrowia. Tak to by mogło działać. My chyba stamtąd mogliśmy przybyć. Cześć. Nie, nie zeskakuj, leć. Poradzicie sobie tam, nie? Jak nas to goni. Siema. Właśnie, a gdzie ta zbolała, zepsuta krew? Może to właśnie ją minęliśmy? Czekaj, Blade. Dobra, możemy lecieć. Okej. Mogło być gorzej. Cześć, orzechy. Czy to był orzeł, a nie orzech? Orzeł królewski, okej, dobra. To cześć, orzeły. Dobra. Jesteśmy, no nie odpuścimy chyba takiej pomocy. Ciekawe jakby gościa tu zostawić, czy jakby wrócić też za 10 godzin, czyli to by było, nie wiem, miesiąc czasu gry, to dalej by tu leżał i czekał.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the... place up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Powiedział Lord Kubka.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Powiedział Lord Kubka, więc jego kompanii też do niego tam gdzieś należeli.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
Idealnie. Możemy sobie na przykład odpalić... O, już widać ich nawet. Ach, tylko w czasie walki się ładuje. No to szkoda. No to robimy uników, ma całą masę. Dajcie Akaszę tutaj. No, Akish. Się nie doczekamy. Chyba trochę za szybko zrobiłem ten unik. No, dajesz. Dobra. I jeszcze jeden i będzie. Haha, mamy ich tu. No, chcę porównać z żarem, jak to tutaj wypada, no bo żar chyba by ich nie zabił od razu. A czy tutaj 4. poziom mega mocy coś w tym temacie zrobi? No, żar na pewno jest szybszy, jeżeli chodzi o takie ataki. Dobra, jeszcze chwilę tych błysków dla porównania mocy. Kurczę, wydaje mi się, że to może być podobne. Ostatecznie mega błysk też jest czymś, co byłbym w stanie zamienić na coś lepszego. Szczególnie też szybszego, patrząc na przykład, że ta moc Sida naznaczania, ona działa praktycznie od razu. Oznaczyć kilku wrogów, dziabnąć mieczem i trochę życia zabrała. Może nie tyle co to tutaj, ale jednak w jakimś tam stopniu sobie radziła nieźle. Dobra. Kule. Czas bijać na szybko. I tyle, dobicie zdolnością, ale chociaż jakieś punkty wpadły. Dziękuję, do widzenia, dobranoc. 1500, no my tam chyba pod 3000 musimy podejść, żeby coś sensownego z tego wyszło. Więc powoli do przodu.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
Szybki test. Co myślisz o Lordzie Kubka, Hugo Kubka?
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
No dobra, to trochę jak w Wiedźminie można się poczuć, jeżeli byłoby mało Wiedźmina ostatnio. Dziękuję, trochę chwały nam to dodało.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnes when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Ledwo co stoisz na nogach, nie wiem, może będzie obrażony, nie? Ale to znowu jak dobrze skoro nalegasz, to na pewno będziemy walczyć.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Na to liczymy. No proszę. No proszę, ale na równych warunkach powalczamy. Chcesz jeszcze pogadać?
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will.
To może być ciekawe doświadczenie jeszcze, tak? Chociażby z tego powodu. Byłbym za tym, żeby go nie zabijać, bo może walka w przyszłości przełoży się na jakieś większe punkty. Albo i tak gość stanie się Akaszem za chwilę, jak tutaj zostanie nieco dłużej. Więc chcąc nie chcąc, byśmy z nimi walczyli, to wszystko ok. No. Jeżeli tak ma być, to losu nie oszukamy. Szczególnie w takich grach. To wydaje się, że los ma naprawdę spore znaczenie. Pewnych rzeczy się nie ominie, więc nawet jakbyśmy go zabili, to i tak pewnie w przyszłości w ten czy inny sposób byśmy z nim walczyli. I odwrotnie.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
I can walk from here.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
A, szybka podróż.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultimy, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva? Then it is Waluda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
Not quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic! He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Walud been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flame.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
No to poznaliśmy plany Ultimy.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Ale Joshua, jesteś podejrzany, bo jak na taką grzywę, jaką masz, to ty powinieneś co chwilę tutaj głową machać, prawo, lewo. Takich tików się dorobić, że musisz odganiać te włosy, przyczesać ręką. Doskonale wiem, jak to działa. Też miałem kiedyś taką grzywę jak ty, Joshua. Więc nie oszukasz nas, że te włosy ci nie przeszkadzają. Ale dobrze. Myślę, że w dalszą drogę wyruszymy w kolejnym odcinku, szczególnie, że tu chcą nas jeszcze zaczepić na chwilę i raczej pozwolić dojść do miejsc, po których możemy się poruszać, a już cała mapa jest teoretycznie dostępna. To mamy tu do przemyślenia jeszcze kwestię, czy to nie byłby dobry moment, żeby pozałatwiać te poboczne rzeczy z racji, że biegamy całą dużą paczką, czy może ruszać dalej, bo w sumie te wolne miasta też są ciekawe, ale przecież się nie pali, chyba nic złego się nie dzieje. A z drugiej strony wolałbym tutaj biegać za misjami pobocznymi, jak już zrobi się nieco jaśniej, więc kwestia do przemyślenia do następnego odcinka. A tymczasem dzięki za to, że jesteście, dzięki za to, że gramy razem. Grał z wami Korle, trzymajcie się, hej hej.